Hey, what's going on, guys? So usually on Saturdays I do a news video, but this week's kind of different. Usually I record stuff on Thursday. Thursday was Thanksgiving, so today's Friday, which is Black Friday. I was thinking about doing some more Black Friday news, but I'm not gonna lie, it's all kind of depressing. Like, basically people are not getting consoles, and I even have my own little kind of side story. I went to go to a GameStop, for instance, and I went to go buy like the one game I wanted from there, and it was one of those things where if you've ever been to GameStop and like they only have one copy left, it's already opened, and it's like it was the one on the shelf or whatever. But you know, I have a hard time trying to pay, even if it was a Black Friday deal, like the full price for an opened game. And they're like, oh no, look, it's sealed here. It's had a sticker on it. I'm like, dude, that's not sealed. Like, that's used now. This is now a used game. I'm not paying like a new price. But that's neither here nor there. That's not what we're doing today. I'm flipping it around. I've actually, I'm going to do a video that I've been wanting to do for a little while now. For those of you who are big Sonic fans, Sonic Mania fans, there's actually 3 physical copies that have come out, and I want to compare all 3 special editions and kind of show you the pros and cons and why I think one of them in particular is the one you're going to want. So anyway, without further ado, let's check these guys out. So Sonic Mania has actually been released physically multiple times, but I will say this, I actually have the 3 kind of main versions. The other versions that were released besides these were actually more like compilations. As for instance, on my Black Friday sale, I even said, hey, they have a Sonic Mania Sonic Racing 2-pack that's out, which would be a little bit of a variation. But these would basically represent the 3 collector's editions that have come out. Now, they're all very different. They have pros and cons as far as maybe price or maybe what you get, but you know, it's definitely worth checking out. Now, one question you might have watching this is, why have I bought this game, well, 3 times? And I'll tell you what, I've said this time and again, Sonic Mania is maybe the best game to come from Sega, even though it's not exactly from Sega, in quite a while. It is a masterpiece. It's definitely a passion project from the creators. You can tell that they're big fans, and they really wanted to make sure that this Sonic game meets expectations, and as far as I'm concerned, it far exceeded it. So the first one I want to go over today is the original collector's edition. You can see it's quite large. This is the one that I got it for Xbox One originally. This is a cool game, but it has like a lot of pros, and we're going to go through those, but it has one major con, and we'll get to that in a second. But if you look at the box itself, this is actually kind of a slipcover, and as you can see, it has the cool old school style art, which is really nice. Then on the side, it has the Welcome to the Next Level, which is actually Sega's one of their marketing brands, kind of back in the Saturn age, maybe the tail end of the Genesis age. But actually, I have a new old stock pin of this. The only difference is the original branding wasn't all one color. It was actually, each word was a different color. Not that really matters, but it's just kind of a thing to point out. It's kind of weird. Then on the back, of course, they have, you know, all of the information on the game itself. You know, all sorts of cool stuff. Talked about how Christian Whitehead made it, and basically how this was a passion project. And then on the side here, it's going to show you everything we're going to get inside of that. Now, this is one of the collector's editions that I've actually, you know, I've already previously opened. Of course, it's quite old, but I actually have one of the pieces on display on my shelf where you guys see me every day. It's just higher up, so you don't see it. So I'm going to go through that here in a second. First, let's go ahead and open it up. So this, like I said, this main part is a slip cover. And when you actually get it open, it's that hard chipboard box that I have stated many times I'm a huge fan of, especially because of this. Now, it's going to look a little bare because, like I said, the other piece is out, but it opens up like a door, and you have everything in here. So this is, I want to go over the downside first of this version. There was no game. This did not come with a game. It came with a code. And so you bought this thing, and it came with a code, and that sucks. That sucks really bad. But what would be here is a statue, which we'll go over in a second. But besides the statue, you had a couple other things. Namely, these two. So you had this metal collector's card. I don't really understand the point of it. It's just literally a piece of metal with really cool art on it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it's cool. Like, it's very neat. But, it's kind of weird. I've never, you know, out of all the collector's editions I've had, I've never gotten something quite like this. This, however, is very cool. It's something that, like, a lot of people kind of, I don't know, didn't really think much about, but, you do it again. There's a way to do it. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so it's like a fake Genesis cart that looks like looks like a Genesis cart, but you slide the bottom out and it has like a gold ring in it, like a Sonic ring. I thought that was kind of cool, kind of a weird thing. But then, of course, why did you buy this set? Is because of this guy, which I already had out of the box. It's a cool statue. I like statues here and there personally. I don't like collect 4 statues. Personally, I think they take up like a lot of room. But this is probably one of the, I don't know, 2 I have. The cool thing about it, though, is obviously it's made to look like the original Genesis or Mega Drive, depending on where you're from. It has a little volume knob, but when you switch it to on, you get, you get the the classic Sega theme. So that was kind of the reason to get this thing. It's very cool. But, I will say this again and again, the downside of this one particularly is it does not come with an actual game. And they remedied that in the next 2 editions. Basically, I think they were kind of seeing, is this game going to be big? And, of course, history has shown us that it was massive. And because of that, they have re-released it. So let's get on to the 2 collector's editions that come with physical copies. Now, this is the one you've probably seen more than likely in the store near you. They actually have the same slipcase for every single version. I, of course, bought this on the Switch, and that's why there's that little spacer in there. But nowadays, this is actually the easiest one to get. It's typically on sale everywhere, only because I think they made just a lot of them. And because of that, I've seen this at Target for, like, in the bargain bin. So, I will say that this one being, spoiler alert, this one's my least favorite out of all of them. But it has a great advantage of having a physical copy of the game and also being the most readily available and cheapest. I don't know the prices nowadays, but I'm telling you, I think you can get this game for probably $20 or less. Here's the cool thing, though. So you get the slipcase, basically houses 2 things, this little art book and the game. So move the slipcase out of the way. The art book is minimal. It's made of nice photo paper, but it is really thin. Not much to it, but it's cool. It has all the sketches and talks about all the characters, the hard-boiled heavies, of course, being the bad guys of the game. Has a bunch of cool different stuff in here. I like it because it looks like the concept art. If you've actually played some of the Sonic collections, which the Sonic collections on older consoles, I do believe have like the best special features. But the Sonic collections basically have all this kind of art, which is nice. The cool thing is this is Sonic Mania Plus, so you do get the other 2 characters. So it's like the full version, like the fullest version of the game. But this is what you get, basically a physical copy. And the physical copy is great. It has this little ad in here. I don't really know much about that. But I like how, I don't remember which sleeve was the original one. Probably the Sonic Mania sleeve, but I totally like the Genesis one more. It really has that much more classic feel. I love it a lot. But once again, this version is great. Like, don't get me wrong. When this came out, I was really happy about it. But I will say that once we look at the next version, you're gonna kind of see, basically what happened to me was I got this version. I was quite content. I had a physical copy. I had it on the Switch because you saw the first one I had was on the Xbox. But then I saw what Japan got, and I had to import it because, oh my god, it is so much better than this. It's insane. So this is the Japanese version. This is, like, in my opinion, the best one out of all of them if you're not trying to get that awesome statue. First off, being Japanese, they always have these little slips on there, which are kind of cool, but it's neat because when you get rid of it, you have this plain, clean box. But I mean, first off, look at this thing. This is, like, sharp. It's a nice box. It's not that chipboard, but it is, like, a harder cardboard. And it's just overall very, very nice. Here's the back of the slip, though, which, of course, I will always keep on there. It's just my style. But here's the thing. This costs the same amount that the American one cost. So when they both came out with Sonic Mania Plus, they were both, when they were new, rather, They were both $40. So they were the same price. So what we got and what they got were the exact same. I will say that I have not opened the actual game in here, but we will today. You know what? Because that's why you guys are watching. So we might as well be ready for it. So anywho, like I said, there's a box. You have a little spacer in here, and you get all of this. Now, game, the same art book. So we got exactly the same thing, but this is the reason. So let's go open this first, just to see if there is anything different. I don't think there is. I'm not gonna lie. I think it's the same exact. I'm pretty sure like everything is the same exact as what we got in the American one, except for this, of course. So you're seeing this first, guys. Whoa. Yep. Oh, that's cool. That's cool as hell. Okay, so first off, you know, here's a little control thing. It's a little bit different than the other one. The other one had kind of an ad in it. But this is cool. So if you don't know, this is how the Japanese Mega Drive boxes looked. So I'm assuming that the other one didn't come with Sega as the main because I didn't flip it. But I'm going to flip this one too because I like these retro looks, especially because it's going to be in the box anyway, so I don't mind it. But yeah, that is sharp. So once again, you get the game, you get the cool reversible art. And this one actually has a little control manual, which is kind of cool. I like that. But any hoozle, you get the same exact art book, and which is in English, it looks like. So really, it's you know, everything's the exact same. So, you know, basically this is what you got in the other one, and for the same price in Japan, you got this. Now this is amazing. If you don't know, to my knowledge, and you know, maybe as of you guys, I haven't looked in a while, I'm not gonna lie, but to my knowledge, there is not a physical soundtrack for this game. Like, you cannot get the soundtrack for this game, which, if you have played this game, has one of the, if not the best soundtracks ever. So look, physical soundtrack, 2 discs, 29 tracks on disc 2. On disc 1, it has all the reimagined tracks, and then the additional tracks and the bonus tracks. I mean, oh my god, so woof. Super awesome. First off, look at these discs. Wow, this is the first time I've actually opened this as well. But here's all of the songs, and man, this is cool. And I need to see. All right, so we see what this art is, matches the box. We need to see what this reversible art is, because I'm probably gonna flip it, and I am gonna flip it. Look how cool that is. Look how it came in this DVD style case too. That's, yeah, this is happening. But that being said, this is why I think this version is the version to get. And the thing is as of recording this, now, you know, things change often, obviously, but as of recording this costs the same shipped. Now, I think basically what the deal was is kind of the same thing that happened with our American copy, is, you know, they made a fair bit of these, so this is not a game that went up in price, this is a game that kind of went down in price. I'm only comparing that to usual, like, limited print games. I don't think this was a limited print game, is I guess what I'm getting at. Because, you know, you take, like, a good example would be like Call of Duty. Like, Call of Duty, when it comes out, it's $60, and eventually it rolls down in price. But a limited print game, like something like, you know, I don't know, whatever, Windjammers, you know, starts out at $30, and then now it's like $50. So this one, I think, wasn't really limited printed, so because of that, this has gone down, but this would have set you back more, because you would be, you know, paying the shipping from Japan. But I'm telling you, I got this one, I believe, for $40. I got it during the pandemic too, where like prices were going up. So, you know, what do you guys think? You know, out of the 3, this one to me is the one to get. But you know, I know a lot of people are big fans of this game, so I'm kind of interested in what you guys think. So like I said, a lot of pros and cons with these, but for me personally, I'm going to have to give it to the Japanese one. That soundtrack is amazing, and to my knowledge, I don't know of another way to get it besides that Japanese copy. Right now, it's actually inexpensive to get a Japanese copy, which is cool, because, you know, a lot of times importing stuff is not the cheapest. You know, I'm not going to discount the awesomeness of the statue, but I will say, you know, you're kind of throwing it up there, right? The statue with no physical game, or physical game with the soundtrack. Or I guess the third option, which is the cheapest, when you at least get something. But, you know, hey, tell me what you guys think. Out of the 3, which one do you guys think is the best value? And also, do you have any of these? I'd really like to know in the comments down below. that's going to do it for us today, guys. Hey, thanks again for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. It'd be very awesome. And, hey, if you feel any kind of way, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Throw a comment down below. And, hey, I hope you guys had a really good week. And as always, take it easy.